We're looking for.
Yeah.
Linked to organ damage and cancer. This
Okay,
information
we're
is
on.
hidden from the public as proprietary trade secrets since 1981, and Monsanto may have failed to warn of the potential risk of cancer. If your loved one has been diagnosed with cancer after being exposed
Hey,
to
everybody.
Roundup or other weed killers, you may be entitled to significant compensation.
We're live, Michael.
716-0457.
Hey! You checking the lines so you can call your bookie?
Recovery in your favor. Call now for a free consultation.
I gotta make sure I say everything right today.
That
is important.
Don't go breaking tradition.
0457.
What's that say?
800-716-0457.
That's the door. Congratulations, Sean. You know what we're talking about? Vidalia onions. They were saying that they're from. No, they said Louisiana. Aren't they from Louisiana? I'm thinking. No, Georgia.
We have no idea.
And they rotate the crops.
Rebellion now. Nomination, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Rachel Brosnahan, Veep and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Fleabag and its star Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Russia Doll and its lead Natasha Lyonne, and The Good Place and
Trying to market that by the same name because it's grown in that same soil. It gives you that distinct
Of the
dungeon.
two men killed in a shooting in a bar early yesterday morning in Lancaster County. 39-year-old Henry Lee
Oh, Lord of mercy.
and 38-year-old Aaron Harris of Kershaw died at the Old School Sports Bar and Grill. 8 people were injured, 4 of them airlifted to the hospital. So far,
Oh, her.
no arrests.
Amy is supposed to see Iran this weekend.
Okay, cool.
She's going to ask me about the Orange Beach. I mean, the Gulf Shores. Well, the Hangout Oyster Fest. See if we can tie in something.
Yeah.
But she said that they were kind of looking at January. The holidays out of the way. Just as long as it's come. Yeah,
That'll work.
to come.
Yeah. Yeah, because the market would love to host it.
We never did say anything about Marty's car.
All about it in a free report. This is
Marty's
the
car.
report
Yeah,
most
he died.
big banks
Who?
desperately hope you never see. Why? Because
Marty
this
Duncan's
method
father.
continues
Oh,
to have
wait.
more money
He died
even
years
when the
ago.
market tumbles.
Last
It lets
week.
you take
Oh,
back
I
control
think.
of
Marty's
your
dad.
finances.
Yeah, I think it was last week.
Free access to your savings.
Well, we
Plus,
don't know
it
for
beats
sure
the
what's
pants
Yeah,
off
don't
your
say it if you
401k
don't know
IRA.
for sure.
These are uncertain times, so get the information you need today to guarantee your retirement security. To get this free report, go to bankonyourself.com right now. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com. FM Talk 1065. The Gulf Coast Weather Authority. And
Any
Dr.
guests
Bill
today,
Williams.
Stu?
Not that I know of.
Skies will be mostly sunny across the Gulf Coast
Unless
today.
they just
It will be
happen to
dry with temperatures
drop by
around
with
90
free food.
degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, lows in the upper 60s. And for Monday, mostly sunny with high temperatures in the lower 90s. This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams for FM Talk
See, when I made it.
1065.
FM Talk 1065. The Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Hi, this is Gordon Deal. Coming up on This Weekend, the new blood tests might one day help identify combat troops suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. We'll explain where it is in the testing stage. Also, hackers welcoming the challenge of a well-connected city. Plus, the psychological impact of political messages on the campaign trail. And a college football coach who could be the funniest of all time.
I'm talking
That
about,
and more coming up
no,
on
Mike,
This Weekend. Sunday
Coach of
afternoons at 2
Wisconsin.
on FM Talk
Wisconsin.
1065.
Who's the guy that was dancing in the locker room?
Tell me, he was talking about the Floribama one day.
Whether you're in search of a great
down here, going to the Floribama.
or you
It was
want to
still
find
there.
out the best brunch
He
spots
said
in the
something
area,
funny the
Mike
other day
and Stu
too.
have the
Maybe
answer.
been all over.
All right, stand
Combined
by,
with a
guys.
century in the industry, they bring their wealth of experience to bring you the latest trends, expert opinions, and interviews with people in the know. They are the dynamic duo of dining.
It's a wine and food show, Stu. It's a food and wine show, trust me. Look right here, it's sip and chew. It's wine and food. Because chew rhymes with stew. That's the only reason.
Mics are hot.
Fry
You
cook.
ain't right. We'll need to put some headphones up there in a minute.
Hey, when I say mics are hot, that means that I've turned them on.
What Mike is
Well, that
not,
is too.
what Mike is not is a logical thinking person who walks in here, sits down with headphones on the right where he normally sits and where they normally sit, and headphones on the left next to where I normally sit, and he puts on the one on the left.
Well, the wires are crossed. These were sitting right here.
That, yeah, I'll defend you, Mike.
These were sitting right here. I just put them on. Put them on. I don't check to see if my wires are crossed. I tell you what,
We can
I'll
do
move
a
my
whole
mouse and you
show
talk
now.
Make it look like
Yeah.
You know, a cheap Chinese, Japanese movie.
Yeah. No, it was the Chinese. It was the old Hong Kong movie.
I've been seeing those on
Charlie
the Comic
Chan.
Channel, man. Those are so funny. The Godzilla movies and cheap props. Oh,
I'm
they're
a
so
big
funny.
fan of an actor named Fu Shang.
Fu Shang.
Yeah, he did a movie called The Chinatown Kid. This was right after the Gulf of when Bruce Lee passed away, and they were trying to find the next Bruce Lee. And it's typical story. He's in Hong Kong. He comes to America. He ends up working in a Chinese restaurant. There's Chinese overlords who come in and try and bully, and he beats people up. And the first time that the guys come through, they walk over to this little dishwasher, and they go, "What are you gonna do?" And he goes, and he grabs him by the bad guy grabs him by the nose, and the good guy goes, "Hey, now don't do that."
But this
And it
works
was
his
hilarious.
mouth.
Yeah,
Matt.
but the way he said, "Hey, now don't do that," as a kid, loved it, and my friends and I have said that all our lives since then. But then after he says that, and they all laugh at him, he beats the crap out of all of them.
There you go.
Yeah,
I liked
so-
it when they had the plastic toy tanks.
Yeah.
When the fire-breathing
Well, that's what I was talking
dinosaur
about,
was doing.
cheap props.
Oh, I know, but and you could tell they were toys. I mean, they made no effort to try to make it look real.
Yeah. Hey, folks, this is the Sip and Chew Show.
Yeah.
You guys
We're
get on
a
the
food
food.
and wine show.
We
So
wanna
let's start
thank-
this food and wine discussion off
Well, let's thank our
by thanking
sponsors.
our sponsors.
Bob's Downtown Diner.
Love that
On
place.
the corner of Fat Happy.
With
Morning,
the
Bob.
Bailey's breakfast.
With the Bailey's breakfast.
You thought it was a gag.
Hand cut ribeye.
Hand cut ribeye.
Go
They
in there
did
and-
not use feet.
Go in
to
there
cut this
and
one.
ask for
Excellent.
the Bailey's breakfast,
Yeah.
and they got pancakes.
Does
Yeah,
that come
and
with a
remember-
Bloody Mary?
And-
It don't come with
to
blood.
pronounce it correctly, it's like I need to get the Bailey breakfast.
But anyways, at the corner of Fat and Happy, that's what's the corner of St. Francis in North Jackson.
Right.
And we want to thank Hall's Sausage and Meats, the fine folks there, locally made.
Locally made chicken
Locally
salad.
made.
Was there the other day.
So, or you.
Yep.
Sold in all the great locally owned outlets.
Getting there.
In Mobile, and a lot of national chains that are in the Mobile area. That's great to see when we crack that ceiling.
Lots of restaurants starting to feature.
A lot of
sauce.
restaurants,
Yeah.
and I love that. I just love that. And
That on Dewey is just incredible, and we'll talk more about that later in the show.
cool beans. And we can't forget our friends at Callahan's Irish Social Club. They are the sponsors of our text-in line.
3430106.
You can textify us there, or you can just call in at that number too.
Yeah, but wait till the second segment because I haven't put the headphones on the phone yet for the Facebook Live.
You mean the Facebook folks can only hear us in the distance?
No, they hear us just fine. They just won't hear a caller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they'll hear what we're saying during the break also.
Oh, yeah, you
Yes.
get the behind-the-scenes hush-hush stuff. Mike and I
That's it.
start talking about scandal.
Well, you know what? We got a lot of things starting. We got a little, like a cold front come through here tonight or
Yeah.
something. It's a little.
Now, what it is a warm front, but what we had before that was a hot front.
There you go.
That's right.
So warm is like
Yeah.
we're chilling down. So,
Yeah.
but it just makes me think of festivals and there was a fair in Robertsdale this weekend and it's so hot to go to a fair.
Is it going on this weekend?
I think yesterday was the last day. They only do theirs for like 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
This Sunday, I'm going to be doing a cooking demonstration at 11:30 at the Eastern Shore Arts Festival.
How are you?
They're at the Chamber of Commerce. I believe that's where they hold it every year. It's a wonderful festival, and they added culinary arts to the rest of the arts about 3 or 4 years ago, and it has significantly increased the volume of people that come.
Oh, sure.
And
Everybody can appreciate culinary arts.
yeah, and this year they were a little because of the switch in the time of year that World Food Championships is going on this year. Their event was not going to occur in time to qualify someone for this year's event.
But it will for next year? Maybe?
There's not a cook-off this year. They're having 2 days of cooking demonstrations. I'm doing one. Patty Clark is going to do one from Fairhope,
Good.
from Warehouse Bakery. And Deborah will be there the next day from Hall Sausage.
Cool.
So you will get your fill of Hall Sausage in Daphne
And when is this?
this weekend, coming up this weekend.
So is it
Saturday
too
and
early
Sunday.
for you to reveal what you're going to be demonstrating?
It is way too early because I have no clue.
I thought it was maybe top secret.
No, I got to see if I'm going to have access to electricity or if I need to bring something that's propane, and that will determine what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
But I will be featuring some of the dips. Like we had, I brought a dip in here one morning. It was the Creole chicken salad.
The one that Patty won, that Deborah won with at the Chef's Challenge?
No, from Fairhope Market.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They do one
I'm going to
too.
be bringing in the.
They do one too.
Yeah, I'm going to be bringing in the dip. She didn't do a chicken salad with thing.
She did an andouille dip.
Yeah, yeah. That was a potato salad that I brought in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
But may have some of the blue crab dip, which is very popular out there. Smoked tuna dip, everyone likes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have some of those so that you can sample some of the things we got going on at Fairhope Market, and I'll figure out something to cook. I don't know what yet. Tacos.
I ate there yesterday.
'Cause I know you love a
day.
good taco demonstration.
Oh, I just love watching all those tacos on TV and all those taco shows.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything other than grocery stores doing cooking demos out of Betty Crocker boats.
I still haven't tried a fish taco. Tell me one good place on the
I'm gonna give
Mobile side of the bay that,
I'm gonna give you two good places to go to.
okay,
All right.
because I'm really wanting to try it out.
Now, do you like your fish grilled or fried?
Yes.
Okay. The Bicycle Shop.
Yep.
Great tacos. I always get the crispy fried,
Yeah.
but
Because
they
he don't want nothing healthy.
They have lingua also, but
It's not a fish.
Wait a minute, lingua?
lingua,
That's
What?
cow tongue.
it's cow tongue. Very good.
Get the
I'm
the
sure
word
glad you-
breakdown. Lingua, language.
Ooh, okay.
And then the other
I'm
places.
glad you told me that, because I'm not gonna know what.
And I'm probably gonna make a lot of people upset. Why do you sue me? But I'm just talking tried and true.
Yeah, don't leave out your friends.
Roosters
Yeah.
down on Dolphin Street.
Yeah.
And they got great margaritas. Mango margaritas, delicious.
I
And
love-
once you
I love
try
mango.
one of these, very Latin flavored fish tacos,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna love them.
Mhm.
Then go to Rock and Roll Sushi and get their little Asian spin. Their taco shell is actually an egg roll wrapper fried, and
That's
then
cool.
they stuff it. It is one of the best fish tacos on the coast, but it's very Asian in flavor.
Mhm.
It's just
So it's
shaped
stuffed
like
with
a-
sushi.
No, sushi is rice.
Oh, okay.
Sushi means rice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not sashimi if that's what you're afraid of.
Sashimi.
I believe it's tempura fried.
Tempura fried.
Yeah, most of the stuff at most sushi bars is cooked these days because Americans are sissies.
Count me in on that list.
Yeah, that's why people always tell me when I'm cooking some fish, is it done? It was done the second I pulled
Well,
it out of here. I'm just trying to get it hot enough to make you
I
happy.
know. I've always fussed about tacos, and I said something one day on the show about tacos on Studio 10.
Mm-hmm.
If I see one more taco cook, well, John Gibson was doing a taco show the very next morning. That's what he had planned. But they do them on national shows. I said, do they know how to cook anything else besides tacos?
Tacos are perfect for cooking demonstrations.
Lord.
And kids love finger food.
So
Big
apparently
kids
adults
love
do,
finger food.
yeah.
Tater tots.
Don't
Tater
have to-
tot
I love
taco.
tater-
Don't
That's
have
what
to
it is.
use a
Tater
knife.
tot
Tater
taco.
tots at serial killers. Go eat their tater tots at serial killer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Blues Burgers in Gulf Shores.
There are just
Good
so
tater
many
tot.
good places to go.
There's more than I'd be 600 pounds if I could eat at all these places. I'm not too far away from them.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Folks, give us a call at 343-0106. You could text us there on our Callahan's Irish Social Club text line.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
And
Scott
when
Hunter
we go
said that to me
through
one
shows through today, go to Bob's
Yeah.
and get something that's cooked from Hall's.
Are you all hearing the singers?
Yeah.
We gotta go.
I missed that bottom note. You got some headphones I can put up here on this thing just on the off chance somebody calls us?
Do what?
You got some headphones I can put on this on the off chance somebody wakes up?
See if there's an adapter over there just in case.
Oh, there's
Oh,
never
my
an
God.
adapter.
Well, there may not be one over there, is what I'm
I have
getting at.
nightmares about adapters.
I was getting
Not on
ready
that
to
thing.
order a dozen of them.
Be
That's
nice
some
if they
headphones.
just order headphones with the right size jack. None on these three.
Hey, there's one on the floor. Yep, right there. That's got one.
Aha! These belong to either Dalton or Sean.
Oh, look. Oh, no, that's not an adapter. Well, you need one end for that.
Wait a minute.
There it is.
Is that
I guess.
Isn't this exciting, folks?
Plug it in.
Big time radio.
Bancroft Street on the Eastern Shore. 990-5100. McSherry's Irish Pub.
Oh, that flopping thing.
Established in 1985, T. Bachelor & Son has been a leader in the heating and cooling industry for over 30 years.
Do you have a lead topic for this segment? If you don't, I've got a surprise I want to bring on.
Fire it off.
Being our ultimate goal.
All right.
We offer a complete line of home comfort products that fit into any budget.
These are the
utilizing
weirdest
energy-efficient
things.
Natural gas. Call the comfort people
Let's see what
at
I can
T.
get going
Bachelor &
with
Son
these.
today. 639-9234, where your family's comfort is our family's goal. See us on the web at tbachelorandson.com.
Azalea City Hand and Rehab, a trusted provider of occupational
I guess I should
and
make
physical
sure that they're
therapy
making
services in
noise.
Mobile for 40 years, now offers the finest quality CBD products to aid in your quest for better health. These nutraceuticals are independent third-party tested with online results available. They're chemical and pesticide-free and come from trusted suppliers who only use a heat and pressure extraction process. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, or at azaleacityrehab.com to schedule a free consult to answer all your CBD questions. Let us help you achieve better health. For nearly 17 years, Lanyap has been dedicated to bringing Mobile and Baldwin counties the most extensive news, commentary, investigative reporting, cuisine, sports, and entertainment coverage. When another publication decided to transform into a statewide website, we became even more committed to being your hometown newspaper, recently adding a Baldwin County edition as well, and keeping check on elected officials, covering state, city, and county governments, police and fire departments, and our criminal justice system, plus features on the people who make our area special and unique. All of the things a newspaper should do. Locally owned, our management and staff live here, not 257 miles away. We report the stories that are important to you because they're important to us. And to the over 80,000 readers who pick up our paper every week or read online at lanyapmobile.com, thank you. And also our advertisers who make all of this possible. We hope we have become one of the many strands in the tapestry that is this great community.
The way Alabama's
many years to
playing,
come.
the way
Because
LSU's
at
playing,
Lanyap, we're more
that
than
might
just a website.
that might end it. That might end it for us.
The best in sports talk. Call of the day.
You're not advocating that women become head football and basketball coaches of a men's sport, too. You're not doing that.
Georgia. I told Bob, I was watching
Are you going to let me answer?
They damn sure almost
That's right. Well, that was that fluke stuff that Notre Dame does. Alabama does.
The Paul Feinbaum Show on FM Talk 106.5.
Big teams.
To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
This is Chef Tawny Carter from the Prop and Gavel in Monroeville, and you're listening to The Sip and Chew.
Ow!
Pow!
The dynamic duo of dining.
That ought to be Fat Man.
We could rewrite this song.
Yeah, we could.
Hey, I'm playing this for a reason. If you haven't heard, yesterday or this weekend, DC Comics is saying happy 80th birthday to Batman from 1939.
Cool.
And I can remember back in right out of college days.
And reading the first comic book when it came out?
Well, besides that, but the TV show was just my all-time favorite because nothing was campier than Batman and Robin.
Cheap props. Funny. I mean, you look back on it today, it was cheap props.
Yeah.
Just like the old Chinese.
And by the way,
dinosaur
Adam West was my favorite Batman of all.
Oh, love him.
I liked him better than Christopher Nolan. I know I'm in the minority of that, but I liked that not Christopher Nolan, the guy that played him in the Christopher Nolan.
All right, you said second best hero, comic hero. Who's
the second comic book hero. Superman was the first comic book hero.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
Schuster and
I grew up.
I thought it just occurred to me, I never saw Batman eating anything. Now, it's Bruce Wayne, maybe.
But boy, could he dance.
Yeah, but what did Batman eat? Bugs out of the air?
He could have. But you know,
Bruce Wayne did all the eating, and he was a millionaire. Now, as it's set now, a billionaire.
I grew up watching Batman, okay? And Gilligan's Island, all those shows. But I used to watch the old first black and white Supermans, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But
George Reed.
But then Batman came along, but I grew up reading Spider-Man. Spider-Man was my favorite.
Yeah, hit in the
comic book.
'60s. It was Marvel did a whole different approach to it, and Spider-Man is the second most popular comic book character in the world behind Superman.
Yeah, and then after that was the Green Hornet, because I love Bruce Lee.
And by the way, cities all over the world showed the Batman insignia spotlighted on some of their buildings, and
It's the first I've heard of it.
And I've got to say,
when Adam West passed.
No, this weekend.
Oh,
Yesterday,
okay.
last night.
Cool. Yeah, I know.
But I
when
have it
Adam
on
West
good
passed.
authority that the RSA Tower did not have such.
They never do anything like that.
Well, they had the purple up there. Remember
I mean,
in the
if we can
60s, they had
hang
purple in his costume.
if we can hang a giant electric moon pie up there, we ought to be able to. We ought to be able to show the bat symbol.
I do like the moon pie.
If they
I'm
really
sorry,
want to
I
make
do
the
like
moon
the
pie
moon
cool,
I gotta give
have
Fred-
a real giant moon pie, and when it gets to the bottom, everybody gets to eat it.
Well, they do bring
Well,
one down there.
they bring a big moon pie.
I want them to drop the edible one.
So it splatters in the street and everybody's got something.
Oh, that would be, now see, that would be cool.
That's right.
Y'all stand back now.
Everybody put raincoats on
And
stand under.
and Mayor Stibbs looks over there and looks at Fred Richards and is like, here, hold my beer.
Cut the cord.
Hold my beer.
He got a big kitchen knife cut the cord.
Let me take my cowboy boot and give him a little kick off the side.
Yeah.
Hey, that's food.
Y'all watch out down there.
Yeah. In the break, Michael was talking that if you took the body of work for the first 4 weeks of the college football system, it would be a real close jostle in there, but it would have to be, I would rank it LSU 1, Auburn 2, Georgia 3, Alabama 4, simply based on what we've seen so far. That is not saying that I don't think your Crimson Tide's not going to end up in the national championship again. But it's not y'all's fault that Duke, who was a perennial top 25 team when y'all scheduled them, has fallen off.
You just never know, except for those real cupcake teams.
Yeah, and somebody was talking about Central Florida last week. They said they finally got one of the big boys from one of the Power 5 conferences to come play them in Orlando. And it's Stanford who's having the worst season in their school's history. So they get no credit for
I don't know anybody who'd call Stanford one of the big boys.
They have been in the talks for the national championship playoffs for the last 4 or 5 years. Somebody's got to win a conference, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But
And if you're wondering, folks, there are cupcakes in there, and that's food and some.
and that is food. Hey, in this state, food, football, and drink are synonymous. And if you don't understand that,
That's right.
That's why we're here, is to link it all in. I got the opportunity maybe to go to an Auburn game in November, either the Ole Miss game or Sanford for the last tune-up game before the Iron Bowl. May take advantage of that. There's some great new places in Auburn I'd like to check out. And then Aricia is still there, the Italian restaurant, which is just incredible.
Oh, yeah. It's a great restaurant.
And,
I've never been there, but I've delivered there a long time ago.
He delivered a pizza to Aricia, the Italian
No,
restaurant.
I delivered Italian wine.
Some booze. Speaking of wine, we did a wine dinner at the Fairhope Market this
How'd that
past
go?
Thursday. Wonderful. And it was three dishes at the beginning that I had input into, and then Tyler Flowers did one of the great signature dishes from Max's Wheelhouse.
Oh, really?
It was roasted flounder topped with West Indies salad.
Oh, wow.
And then some toasted almonds.
Mm-hmm.
And did it with just some haricot verts with a bacon balsamic reduction on them. Just a fantastic dish. And
It looked fantastic. I saw it on Facebook.
our pastry chef Kat did a bruleed key lime cheesecake.
Wow.
That was, I didn't get any. I brought Heather a piece home, and when she got to the last piece, she said, "Did you get to try this?" No. And I saw her kind of looking at me at that last piece and said, "But we have a whole one left at the store." She goes, "Oh, good," and put the last bite in. But and then the opening dish was the Jubilee seafood martini.
Oh, wow.
Which had sauteed crab claws.
Yeah.
And my gumbo balls, which are the fried. Charlie, you would love these things. It's a fried rice ball that tastes just like seafood gumbo.
Does it have all the ingredients, or is it just
Well, it doesn't
the
have any
flavor?
okra, but
It was, yeah.
yeah, but it's got all the flavor of it.
What'd you call them?
Gumbo balls.
Hmm.
And
I like that idea.
Then for the soup course, we did the deconstructed gumbo that I have done at the Gumbo Festival before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bed of rice, a seafood gravy, I call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a grilled shrimp. We had a chicken fried alligator bite. We had fried okra to satisfy that okra thing, and then a beautiful piece of andouille sausage from Hall's Sausage, put down there on the grill so it had the nice little grill marks on it. Everything is separated, deconstructed, means all of the elements are there, but not in the way you're used to seeing them.
Right.
Then we did a Greek Gulf shrimp salad niçoise.
Niçoise, explain.
The niçoise salad has basic components, lettuce. It's usually made with canned tuna fish.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's exactly what you want. It is poached tuna.
Oh.
A boiled egg, boiled potatoes, green beans, and you're going to like what I did for my green bean element. I used those dried green beans and called them green bean croutons. Oh. And they were very crunchy and nice in there. And it made it a nice little salad. And then, we did Tyler's flounder dish, which just wowed
Well, that salad sounds like it'd be great for if you're trying to lose weight.
It would be, but we only got one shrimp with it.
Oh, only?
Yeah, because it was 5.
Unless you're like somebody like me. I need more shrimp.
Shrimps.
Yeah.
So was this kind of a private event?
This is the second one we've done. We put it out on our Facebook page when we're going to be doing them. When people RSVP, we try and cap it at about 40 people. I think we had 36 this one. And
so the word to the wise is keep tuning into the Facebook.
Yeah, and I believe we have an email that you could sign up for so that you get notifications when we're doing it. But on Facebook, you'll see the events pop up.
Now, Stu, I have a lot of people ask me, why does Stu talk so much about the Fairhope Market?
Because I work there.
There you go, folks, because he works there.
Yeah.
Mystery solved.
And we will talk about, when we come back, we're going to talk about wine dinners, wine pairing dinner. We're going to pair some wine with some food.
Let's do that.
And just, get all up into it.
I think Charlie has something he wants to throw in here.
No, I have a complaint.
Oh, no.
Okay, well,
I'm always looking for,
Charlie.
I'm looking for sugar-free snacks, hopefully with a little high protein. And my wife brought this thing home, and the name of it is Think. Mm-hmm. And I want you to know I've eaten about a dozen of these, and I've still got fog in my brain this morning. It ain't helping.
It needs thunk.
3430106 on Callahan's Irish Social Text Line.
There you go.
Got that without reading it.
I left out.
Did you want to say something? Did you want to have something you want to say to them? Oh, that was it. I like
I'm not saying we're winning.
This information update brought to you by your CBD store of West Mobile and Hillcrest. If you're looking for the highest quality CBD,
I don't think Alabama's going to go up.
Visit your CBD store.
I ain't no damn way in hell Alabama. And I'm an Alabama
What did y'all
guy.
run for?
And your pets. Your CBD store of West
The
Mobile and
question
Hillcrest and Greenlawn.
is Alabama not running the ball because they don't need to?
Well, he threw 5 touchdowns. Yeah, he threw 5 touchdowns. We have the running backs, but we got 5 guys, 5 starters that are injured. Out injured. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You think about it. The guys. Well, it was Dak Prescott when he got to the Dallas Cowboys. He kept taking hits and hits and he'd get up. And they said, how can you take these hits? He said, I played in the SEC.
Right, I'm used to it.
But,
all that hitting was really taking its toll on him.
Well, all that hitting is taking.
And who's the guy that quit in the middle of the game a week or so ago? NFL player?
Yeah. Oh, Andrew Luck.
He's just getting tired of being beat up.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah. It was,
when you had it, you had it.
Yeah, his body. He might be able to take 2 years off, come back and play a year or 2.
But
hell, if you play 2 or 3 years in the NFL, you ought to be able to retire for life.
Well,
you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last?
These guys in the NFL that come from the SEC,
retirement, but are your finances?
They tell you, man, we take
financial advisor Carla Stewart.
we take a beating in the SEC.
What?
I said, Bill said check with you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You got David Calametti.
Hey, Bill.
Hey,
cool.
Hey, good morning.
I'm doing it a little differently than usual. I'm in a weird place, so I want to make sure.
Well, you just made it unanimous.
Yeah, right. So,
it sounds great.
I forgot what he said about.
yeah, you're getting a little fuzzy.
Okay.
Talk again to me.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have been up too close
like
on
a
the mic.
practice run for a
Yeah,
kind of.
okay, that sounds good.
Let me give you a
There's
little,
not much of a
let me give
delay.
you a little
Get to the
sound,
last
see if you're hearing it.
segment.
Yeah, I don't detect any
Hiring
delay.
us.
Here's the audio.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll keep the button pushed down, and we'll see you in about half an hour.
All right, great, thank you.
A lot of advertisements for sales jobs are sugar-coated with all the money you could potentially make, or they're honey-dipped with opportunity. In reality, you make as much
Now that
as
I've
you
talked
put into
about
it.
the
And
damn
Talk
thing, my mouth
1065 is
drooling.
looking for good people to be on the street representing us to
I
local
usually
businesses
start
and
with
helping
an
them with their
Atkins
local
bar,
marketing. Experience
only
is
because
preferred, but
we
work with folks
tried
with a
that
good attitude. This is
diet
Bill
one
Roth,
time.
Director of Sales. Drop me an email to
To me, the most successful diet we ever had was
today,
South
and we'll set
Beach.
up an appointment. That's
For
jobs
losing weight,
at
but God, it was so labor intensive.
fmtalk1065.com.
You're chopping veggies and doing all this stuff.
Call
all day long.
0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Hi, I'm Chef Anthony Serrano, and I'm a Walmart food champ, and I'm listening to Sip and Chew.
And he's not the only one listening to Sip and Chew.
Well, let me ask you this, and I know we got somebody on the line who can talk some a bit about it, but it's holding right now. But he just said, Anthony just said, a Walmart champion, food champion.
Food champion.
What is Walmart? You know, we talk about these big box stores, but explain to me or the audience what Walmart is doing.
Well, why don't we bring David Calametti on?
I think so.
Because he's got the inside dope on everything World
He's got
Food
the dope.
Championship
You got
and
dope,
Walmart
David.
going on.
David's
Good
got
morning,
dope.
David.
Hey, I'll give you
And
one
we're
of my,
due.
I'll give you one of my think bars.
There you go. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So, Michael, Walmart is the primary sponsor of the World Food Championships.
Right.
And so what they do is previous champions will go to the Walmart and do cooking demonstrations with their line of extra value foods or whatever they call it. So the idea is to elevate the food shopping experience in Walmart by showing their customers how you can cook great food or produce great dishes with their simple foods.
That's awesome. There you go, in a nutshell. Now you got something you want to talk about, don't you?
Well, you mentioned Jubilee Festival, and yeah, we're not going to have a competition this year, but the culinary arts are going to be well represented. Of course, you and Patty are there, both former competitors. Patty, unfortunately, will not be able. She qualified, but she won't be able to make the trip to Dallas this year since she's still recovering from her heart surgery. But she's going to be there cooking, and then also at the end of each day, at 3 o'clock on Saturday and 3 o'clock on Sunday, we've got one of this year's competitors is actually going to be doing a practice round. So if some viewers or listeners want to see what it's like to compete, they've got an hour to do their dish. Roy from Butch Cassidy's will be doing is in the sandwich category, and I believe he's doing the required dish, which is a Cuban sandwich.
Love a Cubano.
Which I've tasted and is excellent. Mike's has tasted it as well.
I have.
And then Sunday, Darren Harverson from Dolphin Island Sea Lab will be doing his practice round. His required dish in seafood is southwestern oysters. Ooh. So I imagine that's what he's going to do in his practice round. They're not making a whole bunch. They're just doing their 5 dishes that are required. But we'll be doing some live interviews and talking to them about the experience of competing at the World Food Championship.
Well, let me ask you quickly, David, on the seafood category.
Yep.
It says southwestern oysters, but there are no oysters in the Southwest other than mountain oysters. Does it specify they have to be bivalves in the rules?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They're providing oysters from down the Galveston way, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I was just making, because that was the first thing that spun in my head was, well, if there's not a stipulation, southwestern oysters would come from a lamb or a cow, based on geography. But,
would that throw some judges?
Yeah. Yeah. Is this what you signed up for? And you're in Dallas anyway, so.
There you go.
The requirements of judging is you've got to set aside your own likes and dislikes and eat what's in front of you. You got to judge what's in front of you, whether it's okra or mountain oysters.
Yep. Yeah, I would be glad to not be. That's like the one body part I draw the line at, and
People
it's
are
just
Googling
mutual.
mountain
It's
oysters.
just mutual respect for another mammal is what it comes down to.
That's right.
Yeah, do unto others.
I'll eat the meat around the head or the tongue or, you know, I'll even eat the fried pig
ears off a pig.
snout,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, I don't go
Just-
there.
That's, you know, just mutual respect.
Just mutual. You're absolutely right.
All right, David. Well, you got anything else to drop on us?
Cooking, you're going to have grills from Ace Hardware.
I have cooked on a grill from Ace Hardware. Saved my bacon last year.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Or actually, it was my tenderloin. Have a good day, David.
We'll see you next weekend.
All right.
All right, man. I might have to stop in and see that.
Your buddy Roy's going to be there.
I may as well.
Yeah. I got the schedule. If you want, I'll send it to you.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah, I know. I go on at 11:30, and then the second demonstration, I think, just said Westminster Retirement Home. They always are involved out there. They do a great job.
Yeah.
Each year that I've been to the Jubilee Festival, they've been out there. And then Roy is last, so probably 3 o'clock.
Wouldn't that be great if they had a Jubilee happen while the Jubilee Fest is going on? Then everybody go down there and catch some seafood and come up and cook it.
I hear, and Sean, if you're listening, call in and can clarify, that the sponge crab is happening right now, which is when the crabs are full of egg sacs and they come up to lay them all, and the crabs are just everywhere. Now you have to, if you get them, you can't, from what I understand, and I believe this was Sean's show I was listening to the other day, we were talking about it, it may have been another show somewhere else, but there's a big yellow sponge on the back of the sheep crabs.
The roe?
Yeah, it's the roe. If you catch those, you have to release them. If they've still got their eggs, you got to release them back. But anything that doesn't have an egg can go in the pot. So, Sean, if you'd like to take Mike and I out to grab some crabs, we'd be more than happy to eat them with you.
Have either of y'all ever experienced a Jubilee?
I have not.
I did when I was in high school, and I was on a date taking a lady. We went to a movie, and then she wanted to go to the pier at Fairhope, and we did, and darn if there wasn't a Jubilee going on.
And so you left her on the pier and started scooping up
That was the last
fish?
time I saw her.
Or she left the pier and started
She went
scooping
back.
up.
She went back to her other boyfriend.
This guy's just too
Never saw her
weird for
again.
me.
He was a hunter.
I was a gatherer.
Hey, but if you just walk in the water and start gathering stuff up, it doesn't hurt the seafood as far as edibility, does it? I mean,
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. You just got to get them while they're still alive. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
especially some crustaceans and stuff. The instant that they die, their body begins to break down. That's why you shouldn't eat clams or oysters or any shellfish that doesn't open up when you cook it. It means it was already dead.
Yeah.
So, and like I say, instantly it starts breaking down with the same toxicity that any animal has when it's protein based and passes away. It's just they're really tiny and it happens quickly.
But I have heard on the Eastern Shore, I don't know if this is true, that there's like a secret telegraph society that somebody spots a Jubilee and it gets that. Well, this was before Twitter came along.
Well, Facebook's doing it too. They've posted every Jubilee that's going on. Somebody just said Jubilee.
Yeah.
And
But here's the thing
Flash Mob
about
shows
it.
up.
Well, here's the thing about it. In the past, people used to walk across other people's private property to get to the bayfront to gather the Jubilee. Well, they stopped letting everybody know because those people were trespassing.
Sure.
And probably lifting a few things on the way out too. You know, you never know.
Could be, especially if they didn't get any seafood.
But you got to keep, if you're like Jubilees, you got to keep a couple of those round laundry baskets, plastic laundry baskets in your car, and ice chest.
Which Mike always has plenty of in his
and Mike want to get a net.
Yeah.
But I would probably grab as much shrimp and flounder as I could.
So is it sort of a mixed bag when you have a Jubilee?
You never know what's
comes
going
up.
to be.
Eel, you get eel and
crabs, well, everything.
And if you eat one of those that are dead, you're going to get eel.
Yeah, that's true.
An eel.
You get eel on eel.
Which eel is delicious if you haven't tried it, Charlie. And it's not a snake.
Never
it's a
have tried
fish.
it. Yeah, I've never
It's a
tried
fish, but people are like, well, it looks too much like a snake. Well, why would it's still, even if it looks exactly like a snake, why would that alter whether or not you eat it?
Strangest
It's
thing
delicious and good for you.
I don't know if you ever
Strangest thing
watched.
I ever ate was shark.
Shark's not strange.
Well, no, but for me it was, I never thought about biting back.
I'm gonna bring, Charlie and I had a conversation before you got here.
Believe it or not.
About escargot. And he said he would never put one in his mouth.
Oh, I love them.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I love them too.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
a
delicious.
lot of people that have tried them love them.
Oh, I do. If they're cooked right.
Yeah.
And they're fresh.
And they're buried in garlic butter.
It's just a land oyster.
That's all it is.
That's how I think about that. Land shrimp.
So anyway, we're running out of things to talk about.
This ominous silence was brought to you by.
Yeah. Now, we have alluded to wine dinners, and we can expand on this a little more in the next break if we have to.
Yeah.
But we were recently contacted, you and I,
Yes.
by someone that wants to know if they can make us part of their auction. And that
Yes,
they're
we can.
giving away an opportunity to sip and chew with Mike and Stu in someone's home. Now, we've done this before. We did this
Yeah,
last
you
year.
did that before with you would come and cook for 12 or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
I think 8 or so, something
Yeah.
like that. And it's a wonderful time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, especially for Mike, who doesn't have to really do any work until I have food ready to go out. He just gets to sit out there and visit and drink.
Look pretty.
Yeah.
I make it look easy.
Yeah.
I make it look easy.
Oh, that's what it is. And then I slave away in the kitchen, and then Mike does the dishes at the end.
Well, can I come along and play break music and stuff?
You can come along if you break dance.
If I did that,
If you
it
danced,
would
you
be
break.
It would be broke.
It'd be a broke dance.
Yeah.
But,
I can do that
yeah,
dance.
we'll talk about it a little more, but we of course said yes.
Of course we said yes.
Yeah, of course. Anything that we can do to help people. But have you put together a menu yet?
No.
No, okay. Do you have any wines that you'd like to fix? This is how this works.
Well,
Michael said,
I need
I've
to
got
know what
some
you.
wines.
I need to know what meals you want to prepare.
Right.
So he can pair.
Right. And what I'll do is I'll put together a couple of sample menus, and I'll send them to Mike, and he'll go, oh, well, I like the way this goes, and I think this wine would complement this one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a fun thing, and the last one was a blast. This one we did last Thursday at Fairhope Market was terrific, and we just really had a blast with that. And it's really cool to do a wine dinner in your own home like this, because you're not going to a restaurant and having to deal with the rest of the crowds.
Yes.
You are completely at home. If you want to lean over and crank one off, it's your house. You can do what you want.
That's right.
You know, you're paying for it. It's your thing. And
invite your boss.
It's a growing trend across the country that people want to have a really nice dinner experience in their home, but so that they don't have to go out and deal with the crowds, because we're becoming a country of recluses. Well, if it's profitable, we'll help you recluse.
That's
Is that
right.
right, Mike?
That's it.
Yeah. But,
I love when I go in these places and they say, make yourself at home, so I walk around in my underwear to steal their beer.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a treat.
Yeah. Now, you were talking about this being the festival season coming up. The fall festival season's about to kick off, and it's Greek Fest is coming. 3430106, the Callahan's Irish Social Club text line.
Yes.
Or call us. Either one.
Come back and drinking wine, spoon, you drink wine, wine, spoon, you drink wine, wine, spoon, you drink wine.
And then
have we got anything?
No, I can't tell.
The chat line thing is still messed up, I think.
Apparently, I can't see it.
You can ask Bill, he can show you how to open it. I think all you can do is look at one at a time. I think you can only look at one at a time.
Gulf Coast Tools in Foley, with a wide selection of tools from woodworking to metalworking,
Hey, Phil.
including Festool, DeWalt, Bosch, Makita, and Craig. Gulf Coast Tools
Hey,
is
Phil.
invested in helping you succeed and save money. Do-it-yourselfers and
Did you
professionals
come
know
see if
where to go.
Zipwood is
Locally
doing
owned and
like it's
operating
supposed
Gulf
to?
Coast Tools. Tailgating season is here, and Gulf Coast Tools is your authorized
So, or at least to let them know if they got
sizes
texts or
and
not.
accessories. Visit Gulf
one
Coast
person?
Tools at the Outdoor Center on Highway 59
I don't know.
in
Yeah,
Foley.
it's from BA. Yeah, it's not.
It's all him.
Me too. I'm glad
Yeah,
we had
but
time to
you
get out
have
to
to
it.
wait
Get
till the next notification pops up.
That's
So
not.
they'll only get that one
Didn't
person.
know I still had my knitting needles
thing.
in my pocket.
Yeah, no, it's messed up. They did an update on this and sent a new version out, and it's not ready for prime time at all. It's not working. It's not
Their
working.
customers debug their software.
And it's not even working on Windows 10.
And Bill, if you're reading the mail, I'll
Like
be
it
back
was,
with you at the top
but
of
then
the
it
hour.
just quit working there. Now it's only bad.
What's,
I was just saying that I'll check back in with you during the news upcoming.
I mean, don't kind of an IT guru.
What kind of weird place are you in this week?
I don't. It's, there's something wrong with it.
Looks like we got a beta, doesn't it?
The stadium. He must think I've fallen
This
ill.
stuff is
Here, customers, y'all figure out what's wrong with it.
Insurance Agency in Mobile.
Because it was working on Windows 10. Now it's
When was the
so
last time you set an alarm clock
glitch,
for
bug,
Saturday
bug,
morning?
glitch. A lot of it was because your older
But wait,
operating
in 2
system.
days it'll be Monday
Now
again.
Windows
Your
10
alarm goes
do the
off
same
and it's
thing.
back to the grind. What if every day could feel like a Saturday? Retirement can feel like that, but you should start making plans today. Andrew McNair is your everyday can be Saturday retirement professional. Andrew and his team at Swan Capital can help you make plans to have the income you need to retire and stay retired. Imagine waking up every morning without an alarm. Is it Saturday? It sure feels like Saturday. If that's the kind of retirement you want, call your Everyday Can Be Saturday advisor right now at 251-220-2296.
Google it.
Andrew and the team can help you put
Well,
together a
I
retirement
started
income
out
plan so you can have that
I'm gonna-
Saturday
I'm gonna have
feeling
some
every
t-shirts
day of the
made.
week. Call or
Well, that's
text
easy.
PLAN,
I need to have a
PLAN,
pack.
to 221-220-2296 right now. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management LLC.
30 seconds.
Two old Marines with just a little bit to say.
The question is,
I
have the
want a
VSOs
patch
become
to put on
part of the
the
system? Have they
credit.
forgotten they're supposed to advocate for the veterans and not abdicate their responsibility?
The First Amendment right to say it.
Come on.
And the fighting spirit
That
to
was
keep it.
Let's go back to this. Let's talk about hiring.
Tom Claxton and Cal Walters. Scuttlebutt Network Radio, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on FM Talk 106.5. To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Hello, this is Vlad from Mediterranean Sandwich Company. You're listening to Sip and Choose with Mike and Stu.
Best sandwiches in the
What a
county,
great,
so.
what a great business he's built, and boy, he's reaping in his success by buying his boats.
Buying his wife a boat.
Yeah, buying his wife a boat. There you go. That's how you do it, guys.
Yeah.
Honey, I didn't buy this. I didn't buy this
Vlad
for me. I bought it
fishes
for you.
from a kayak.
Uh-huh.
Nellie wants a boat.
That's
And I
probably-
think Vlad is enjoying fishing from the boat as well.
Yeah, he's probably got his kayak tied to the back of it, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's not your normal kayak either that you go get at Academy or anything. I believe it was custom built down
Mm-hmm.
at Fairhope. There's a company there that custom builds kayaks and canoes and
Cool.
stuff like that. And they build them for professional kayaking anglers. 'Cause,
Yeah.
and you know this, Vlad is a phenomenal fisherman from a kayak and wins a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, I know a lady does them too.
Yeah, I'd like to. Anybody hiring? Anybody need some dude to paddle around in a boat and catch some fish? I will do it.
But hey, let's thank our friends at Bob's Diner, Downtown Diner.
Thank you.
And at Corner Fat and Happy, which is North Jackson and St. Francis. Go in there and try their pancakes, folks. Their pancakes are killers. And try the famous Bailey's breakfast. Yeah, that hand-cut ribeye.
Don't forget to interject a hiccup somewhere in there.
There you go. And, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see where you're going. And also our friends at Hall's Sausage and Meats. Made right here locally.
Yeah.
And it's sold here locally.
Who knows? Maybe I'll make a corn dog out of their sausage this Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
You don't know what you're doing.
That's one of the things I've toyed with, is doing a corn dog with their beef sausage.
Yes.
I think that would be delicious, and then maybe with some Alabama white barbecue sauce to dip it in. But it'd be some good stuff. Man. I don't know, yeah.
But folks,
I might make a taco.
Also text us on our Callahan Social Irish
Social Club
text line. So.
Callahan's line.
Yeah, one of their ladies just left. She's been there a long time. One of their servers just left, and she's moving on to other things. And I hate to see that. When I walk into a place, I expect to see the same people all the time.
Well, that's foolish.
That's
absolutely foolish.
But anyway, hey, Stu,
we've talked about winding.
Are you up to selling yourself?
I will absolutely sell myself.
There you go.
And Mike will sell himself for not very much. Even if you're paying by the pound, you're really getting your money's worth with us. All right.
Even with all the weight you lost.
So we were talking about the Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu in your home. You can hire us if you've got an anniversary coming up, retirement dinner, something like that. I don't know what you want to cap it, 15, 20 people? 15, 20?
Whatever they got, whatever they're willing to pay.
Well, that's true. We can always hire other people to help us out.
Yeah.
We can hire this guy that's on the phone right now, John from Fish River. But hey, if you want to hire us, just go to our Facebook page, shoot us a little message, or send us an email, sipandchew@mail.com.
There you go.
And just let us know.
We'd love to come in. We'd love to come in your home, but count all your silverware before we come.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not missing anything to when you do your inventory afterwards.
And Mike will advise you if the date you want will interrupt with his social calendar.
Yeah, that's
important.
Yeah, because we would have to build it around his Mardi Gras balling.
I only go to one.
Well, some balls last for weeks.
Speaking of having a ball, John from Fish River is on the phone. John, I have to let you know, we got more changes coming to the hot bar at the Fresh Market.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Subtract. As of tomorrow, no more seafood on the hot bar.
That's not good for me.
Well, that's because we're going to be doing seafood a la carte. You come in there, you tell us what you want, we make it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it'll be the really big butterfly shrimp. We're going to do oysters if you want them. We'll do some po' boys or some platters. Adding that steer burger. You've heard of the legendary steer burger.
I have heard of the steer burger.
Rochelle's. Well, it was Tyler's grandfather that came up with it. And I believe it's his aunt that is Rochelle's. And they do the steer burger as well. We're going to be doing the steer burger at the Fairhope Market starting tomorrow. Yeah, and today, we will have brunch items on our hot bar. We're going to have we're going to have some grits. So if you want to take some of them fried shrimps, put them on the grits, you got shrimp and grits. We're going to have some Belgian waffles out there and some chicken, so you can do you some chicken and waffles if you want. Even going to try and make a French toast bread pudding.
How about some fried green tomatoes?
No. It's too late. I've already done the menu. John.
I had to. Hey, what I wanted to ask you about, what food would be indigenous to Mississippi? Like, what are they known for?
Catfish.
Red potatoes or...
Tamales.
Sweet potatoes or what?
Tamales.
They are known for tamales in the Delta, its own distinct style.
That would be pretty much statewide?
No, just the Delta part.
Okay.
Well, it's
north and to the west.
Anything north of Hattiesburg.
Like up around Tupelo.
Because it all looks the same, all the way. Once you pass Hattiesburg, it all looks the same.
Oh, I know. I've been up there all over Mississippi. But what I was getting at is we were planning our menu for next week's ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And
But Auburn, Mississippi State.
no, the Alabama game. Pardon me.
Well, who is next in Mississippi? They hadn't played Millsaps or.
Next week, I believe.
No, Auburn plays Mississippi State.
No, I think Alabama.
One of the Mississippi teams.
And you may play Ole Miss.
We're playing Ole Miss.
You sure you're not playing Mississippi Gulf Coast Junior College? Looking at y'all's schedule so far. Oh, that's a good team.
Maybe MIT, Mississippi Institute of Technology.
That would be state.
We were trying to figure out where we're going to have, and my brother Matthew wanted to know what food is Mississippi known for, and I for some reason, I threw out fried green tomatoes. He said, all right,
No,
great.
those are from Alabama. Those were invented in Birmingham.
Yeah, tamales would be good.
Yeah. Do a Mississippi mud pie.
And do a hottie, do a tot, what is it?
Hottie toddy.
Do a hottie toddy and tamales.
Yeah. Tamales and Mississippi mud pie.
And catfish, fried catfish.
And the folks in Mississippi will be quick to tell you that all the shrimp in the Gulf is wonderful, but Biloxi has the best shrimp in the Gulf Coast. That is their claim to fame.
Over in Natchez at a restaurant on the river.
Well, that Back Bay area, Biloxi it's wonderful.
It's darn sure is over at Bozo's.
Just
Shrimp is
yeah.
great at Bozo's over there in Pascagoula.
Yeah.
But man, we only got 1 minute left, John. Did we answer your question?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey,
put potato salad in your gumbo.
That's their known. Yes, they sure do. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right. Thank you.
Put it on the side for those who.
All right, John.
Thanks,
Thank you so
John.
much.
Provolone, buddy.
Somebody on our Callahan's text line asked us to mention Polo at the Point's coming up on October 5th. Yes,
Polo at
October
the
the
Point,
5th is October 5th is Polo at the Point.
But you know, our good friend Marty Duncan usually participates in that. She is a
That
world-class poloist.
She
is. That
is.
it?
She is.
Poloizer.
And also October 5th starts Mobtown Burger Week in Mobile. Gonna be burgers all over up in here.
All up in here.
So get out there and buy a burger.
Yeah. And
support your
local burger joint.
There you
Local
go.
burger
Charlie, listen to Charlie.
Jump
Over
right
here
in
reading
there.
see his mind. He got his mind on his mind bar.
Think bar.
Folks, get out there, support local, be local, buy local. And Stu,
what?
What do you do?
War Eagle. Provolone.
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 Y'all come get y'all some brunch at the Fairhope Market now. You hear? Now get on out.